Yeah, Joe, they're pissing off the voters to get votes for people who can't vote here.
12:55. Yeah. Did you see that video? There was a video that was going around today of people in Chicago that are furious that the government is giving so much money to all of these immigrants that have illegally migrated into Chicago.
No, I didn't see that.
They're giving them a cell phone and $1,200 whatever it is. And these people are fucking freaking out.
Yeah.
And, you know, these people that were Democrats are like, hey, if Trump wants to talk to us, come talk to us. Like, we're tired of this shit. And I'm like, wow, this is wild to see. These people are waking up. Like, why are you giving people that aren't even from here all this money and a free phone and all this shit? You're not giving anything to us?
That is fucked. It's like
fucked.
I think those people deserve, but it's like we're seeing that's like, why aren't regular people getting that same shit? Why doesn't everybody just get that? Why is that person getting special treatment where it's like we're just fucked? I mean, that's the safety net.
They shouldn't get it either. What they're doing is they're trying to buy votes. That's what I think they're doing. They're trying to get rid of voter ID, and they're trying to bring people in or allow people to get in and make it easy for them to travel all around the country. And if someone like let you in the country, wouldn't you vote for them?
But they can't vote, can they?
Well, what if they can?
What do you mean, what if they can? But they can't. It's so stupid. You said they buy votes from a group of individuals who literally cannot vote. God, Republican commentary is so idiotic, man. Is so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. I can't believe we feed people who are in prison. Damn, Dems buying votes. Joe Rogan isn't a Republican. Learn your facts. Joe Rogan isn't a Republican law. That's the funniest part about this argument is that Joe Rogan has openly said that Ron DeSantis is like very good. Okay? And much better as a politician than anyone else. I don't know what the deep shame people feel about like who they want to vote for and what they believe in. Okay? I openly say, like, I vote for the Democratic Party, okay? I'm not a Democrat. I don't like the Democratic Party. I regularly criticize the Democratic Party. But having said that, I vote for the Democratic Party, okay? That's it. It's the lesser evil voting. That's what gets me every fucking time. Having said that, I'll still use my voice and my community to try to get the Democratic Party to do things that are objectively good, right? He's just against the deep state and realizes how fucking corrupt everyone is. No, he's not, brother. You are not against the deep state if you're fucking pro Ron DeSantis. The fuck do you mean? And if you're pro Donald Trump, you're not against the deep state either. Donald Trump is not an anti-deep stater. He was literally the fucking president. Shut up. It's so stupid. It's so incredibly stupid. He's not pro Ron DeSantis. He can say he has some good policies. Yeah, good policies like what? Fucking banning books in school? Like fucking owning trans students or whatever? These are all reactionary Republican agenda items. If you like them, you are most likely a fucking Republican. Not locking the entire state down during faker COVID. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's right. Not locking the state down during fake COVID is actually the deep state. Except the same capitalist enterprises that wanted the fucking states to be open were also playing a pivotal role in the CDC, rolling back some of those restrictions that they were posing at the tail end once the vaccines were out and rolled out. So I don't know what you're talking about when you say the deep state. Okay? The draconian policies weren't keeping your ass at home and fucking giving you money, dumbass. The draconian policies were saying, yeah, keep going to work, actually, and you no longer even get a day off when you actually get fucking sick. It doesn't even matter if you get other people sick. Now you're going to, oh, yes, let's give everybody money. How'd that work? Record inflation. First of all, okay, that's Donald Trump. So you're all over the place with your politics, I guess. And secondly, if you didn't give people money to stay at home, people would have just simply died, okay? And not only would have people died, but the global consumption engine would have fallen apart, absolutely eviscerating the global economy. So you had to give people money regardless, okay? That's two. Everyone says shut down and give free money, all the Democrats. So you're saying Donald Trump was a cuck and gave people free money because he was listening and capitulating to the Democratic Party. No one can work. Everyone has to sit in their house and be scared of our only savior was the vaccine. Okay, you're all over the place with your arguments because I didn't like the shutdowns, okay, but I understood, especially before the vaccine, that it was an absolute necessity. Okay, rolling back commerce to a certain degree was an absolute fucking necessity for the safety of individuals. We still fucked up. There are plenty of places that did not shut down at all, and they suffered a tremendous amount of losses. Okay, now having said that, however, once the vaccines were rolled out, big time fucking advocate for that shit. It was great. It was awesome. I was immediately out and about. And the unfortunate reality is that many people still refuse to get the vaccines. We still didn't take the necessary precautions when we were traveling, and COVID still kept popping off. You think you can actually change the dumb fuck's mind? No, but I think it's good that I'm actually responding to his stupid fucking takes because it gives people the ammunition to deal with their relatives, especially during the holiday season when they have to deal with their dumbass relatives whose brains have been broken irreparably by COVID. And they will never actually recover from that and have become like insanely conspiratorial weirdos. Okay, vaccines are found to be biased results from big pharma. Now we have lagging test scores, schools education record inflation. Okay, a couple things here. One, lagging test scores. Brother, the American education has been dog water for the past multiple decades. As a direct consequence, at least if you compare it to on the global stage, other countries that actually do have decent, adequate, as a matter of fact, very good public education, there's a real reason for why America's education has always been an abject failure. It predates COVID, and COVID simply made things worse. Okay? So that's number one. Number two. When you talk about like schools, education, record inflation, you're just like you're just pointing to COVID, not realizing that this problem was absolutely worse. COVID exacerbated all these issues. Yes, brother, if your fucking leg is broken already, okay, and then you're forced to run on it, you're going to damage it further in comparison to someone who doesn't have a fucking broken leg and is running alongside you. Yes, COVID made a lot of these other issues worse. Certainly. It was a fucking global pandemic, dumbass. It's funny because I'm a liberal, but can realize when I get conned by the government, fake COVID death reporting. Yeah, it sucks that like people who consider themselves to be liberals were so fucking brain broken that they think that like all of these, extra deaths were just made up. Okay? Thank God we have modern medicine that kept your stupid ass alive, regardless of your backwards ass, antiquated ass perspectives. Thank God. You should thank God every fucking day that there are doctors out there who, in spite of your refusal to listen to them, will still save your stupid ass when you are stuck. Okay? Thousands were people with many comorbidities and other issues, but it's not because of COVID. Yeah, it's so weird because those people still had those comorbidities in a country where, we are riddled with comorbidities. I wonder why we have so many issues with our health, by the way. Wonder why our life expectancy is like lower than other nations in the other OECD nations. Let's not even think about that further. Even fucking Cuba has lapped us on life expectancy despite the fucking unjustifiable blockade. But yeah. Fauci and liberals should have said this during COVID. We don't know the true effects, but we know it affects the respiratory system. Stay healthy, take vitamins, exercise, eat healthy. Yeah, famously, that's actually what the Fauci, the liberals and the Fauci governance, the Fauci mandate dictated was don't fucking stay healthy, don't eat vitamins. Actually, we hate that. Eat bad food and be deeply, deeply fucking unhealthy. That's what they always said. Instead, they said, wait in your house with the vaccine because that's what my pharma buddy say is the only situation. Oh, God, you're so fucking stupid. All right, whatever. They didn't say that, lol. They closed all the parks, lol. Of course. They did not want people to fucking gather in areas Also, you act like healthy, fit people didn't get fucking owned by COVID too. They certainly did. It doesn't matter. And the idea that you, as a silly Billy, think that you can get a handle on a global pandemic better than fucking epidemiologists and better than healthcare professionals is so stupid. But unfortunately, we have to do that in the United States of America because every single American is a fucking baboon brain dipshit who thinks their opinion, just like a fucking snowflake is unique, must be respected because after all, they are exceptional. Okay? I'm an American. I'm exceptional. You have to listen to what I'm saying, even though I have no fucking clue what I'm saying. I watched a couple fucking Facebook. I watched a couple Joe Rogan videos and other videos. I read a couple things on Facebook, and it totally blew my mind. I felt like I found access to this new trove, this treasure trove of information that nobody's in on, and now you have to sit here and fucking duke it out when there are real medical professionals trying to handle the situation as best as they possibly can with limited information at the time. Does it have to be 100% correct? It's not going to be 100% correct. Okay? It's never going to be 100% correct. They have to maintain the best safety standards they possibly can maintain because their goal is to ensure the maximum amount of people surviving a global pandemic. No, plenty of doctors did not say what they're doing is wrong. You got to read the real Dr. Fauci book by Robert Kennedy Jr. Yeah, let's listen to the guy who injected black foster children in New York City with random experimental drugs. You're brainwashed, plenty of doctors. No, they weren't. You're talking about a bunch of fucking charlatan anti-vaxxers who have always existed. Shut the fuck up. God damn, my man said read Jeffrey Epstein's butt buddy, fucking Robert Kennedy Jr., Mr. fucking I love going on fossil hunts with Ghislaine Maxwell. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I love this guy literally being like, yeah, RFK Jr. is actually anti-deep state. Mr. I have all of the exact same positions as Joe Biden on Israel, on every other issue for the Democratic Party, with the exception of vaccines. You're just a fucking anti-vaxxer delusional freak at that point, brother. I'm sorry. Okay? It's crazy. RFK Jr. is basically a regular old Democrat. Maybe even a little bit more on the conservative side, especially because he thinks capitalism will be able to fix the problems with the global environmental collapse caused by anthropogenic climate change. But like beyond that, the only thing that is different is that he's just anti-vaxxer. That's it. He's just an anti-vaxxer. He's a regular old Democrat who's anti-vaxxer. That's all it took for you. A drug that couldn't clear FDA approval except for emergency use. Oh my fucking Lord, dude. Yeah, RFK Jr., I am so silenced even though I go on TV shows all the time and also beyond that wrote a book. Yeah, RFK Jr., who also said Ashkenazi Jews and the Chinese created the COVID pandemic specifically to avoid killing the Ashkenazi Jews and the Chinese. I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Yeah. That's the guy. You like that guy whose brain is so fucking broken. A dude who dedicated his entire life to fucking fighting against, ironically, the worst polluters, whose brain got fucking polluted somehow and became like the worst anti-vaxxer of all goddamn time. RFK Jr. was like friends with Sam Cedar, okay? RFK Jr. defended indigenous populations against like global polluters. He has dedicated a big chunk of his life to doing activism against climate change, and now he runs around, talks about how capitalism is going to save us from anthropogenic climate change, and also if you take the vaccine, you will turn gay and autistic, okay? Insane. Why didn't the deep state change the FDA decision then? I don't get it. Do we have a deep state or not? Yeah. Co-workers with Sam, not friends? True. They were co-workers. But he knew him. He knew him well. It's so funny to think that 98% of doctors were pro taking the COVID vaccine, and these guys literally look at like the 2% that I guess were kooks in that circumstance and go, no, these are the real thinkers. It wasn't even 98. It was like almost 100% by the end of it. But hey, man, I found a chiropractor that told me the COVID vaccine actually gives me shakes. Anyway. How many doctors are being paid by pharma to say that? If they don't say this stuff, they lose their jobs, etc. Brother, you are insane. I'm sorry, okay? You are crazy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You're talking about millions of medical professionals globally, okay? Here's the problem with a lot of these conspiracies, okay? There is a level of there is a like a finite amount of people that you can keep up a conspiracy with, okay? You cannot motivate people across the planet to do something that is that sinister without like real revelations, okay? You just can't do that. There is not a thing that you can do. You can engage in conspiracies, and some conspiracy theories I like to talk about as well. There's obviously my favorite one being Jeffrey Epstein. We talked about it quite a bit with Brace Belden yesterday, right? I do not believe that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, and I do believe that Jeffrey Epstein most likely was an intelligence asset, okay? There are plenty of conspiracies, like conspiracy in the regular term, conspire, okay, that do happen, especially within our intelligence community, 1,000%. Okay? But the idea that there is this genuine deep state that operated in unison and collaborated with every fucking every country on the planet, where every medical professional on the planet almost universally was in support of a fucking vaccine, is insane. A vaccine that is supposed to kill people, which it never fucking did, by the way. We're all supposed to die, right? We were going to die any moment now. And then they kept pushing it. They kept pushing the buck back. Remember when all these motherfuckers were like, yeah, by the way, if you got the vaccine, you're going to die. I'm so sorry. Any moment now, everyone's supposed to die. So much so that people were like doing the died suddenly meta, right? All the fucking externalities, all of the additional deaths that the CDC tracked, that's all fake. But also, someone who plays high school sports died. That's real. That's because of the vaccine. We got it.